Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. I got a video today from Pea's World.
Everyone's been talking a lot lately about the male loneliness epidemic, but no one is talking about the female loneliness epidemic, and I feel like we need to, because as someone who's been single for basically her entire life, I have thoughts on the subject. And just to get it out of the way, so we can move past it. Yes, I have cats. I am a childless cat lady. I would like to not die alone with my cat.
You're a bit of a big girl, too.
Hence this entire video. But if you feel the need to come into my comments and make a joke about it, go forth. Whatever. Moving on. Men seem to think that there is a competition between other men for women's affection, and I would like to clear the air here. There is no such thing. The competition is not between who has the shiniest car, who has the biggest salary, etc., etc. The competition is literally between you and ourselves. Can you show me a better time than I can show me? Because for the first time in human history...
How does that even make sense? I'm not competing against you. So instead of competing against others to get you, now I compete against you to get you. How does... What?
Women have jobs. We have bank accounts. We can and are making livings by ourselves. Like, we can live lives that are completely independent from romantic partnership as a means of financial security. Okay? Like, I can pay all my own bills. I can live a life completely on my own. I can travel alone, go to restaurants alone. Like, there is very little in my life that I need another person to accomplish. Do I want another person? Absolutely. Men are not staying single because they've suddenly stopped longing for romantic love and affection because we no longer want families or children. A lot of us want those things very...
You sure about that? Because statistics says differently. We're about to have more single, childless women than we are going to have women with children.
Very deeply. A lot of us actually would rather have those things than be alone. But we don't want to have men in our lives that make them harder. If I'm going to invite a man to join my life, I want him to add to it. I don't want him to be another stressor. If I have a child with a man, I don't...
I think that the thought process that men coming into women's lives just automatically makes their lives harder is just such a farce, right? Like, men makes women's lives so much easier in almost all aspects when we get with a woman. Rarely ever does it actually is a detriment to the woman unless it's some Chad Roan or Tukey type.
I don't want that man to just be another child I have to take care of.
So I've been seeing some videos on my For You page, and I think that it is finally time to discuss the female loneliness epidemic. Because I know the men have had their own thing, and I'm not here to talk about that. I'm not a man, right? But I will say that the men are more built for it than us. We are not built for this shit, ladies. We don't know how to be alone. These men have been bottling up their emotions and not sharing them with anybody since they were 6, 7, 8 years old. Some of us have never done that. We've always had someone to talk to, a friend, a family member, a significant other, something. And it seems like in 2025, the girls are running out of...
I mean, they don't need that. They have the internet. They can just literally make TikTok videos talking to the internet and get all of that taken care of.
Options. Because the dating market is terrible. Y'all are literally making fun of girls that are in happy, healthy relationships, saying that having a boyfriend is embarrassing. Miserables. And then y'all also don't have any friends.
Misery loves company.
Look, I have to agree with what both women are saying here. Times have changed. Women no longer need men financially. Not like how they did back in the day. Not only that, there are less reasons now because the laws have changed, because women are equal to men, because of that financial freedom. There are way less reasons for women to stay in relationships and stay in marriages. It's a sad fact. It's a sad fact, but it is a fact. A lot of the marriages that lasted, 70, 80 years back in the days, they lasted out of necessity. All of the time, the woman, where was she? Leave and do what?
See, I'm going to disagree with P a little bit. Yeah, maybe it started off with necessity, a good amount of it, but 70 years together? No, I think they kind of love each other still.
What's she gonna leave and do? We're seeing today, and actually a lot of people don't know what we're seeing, but we are seeing the evolution of women. Yeah, they really be liking to leave relationships. As soon as it gets too itchy, they want to leave. And I guarantee our grandparents, our great-grandparents, they wanted to do that as well. They just didn't have the luxury of...
I don't think they did. It wasn't instilled to them that it was the best choice in life to do or to be alone and single, and they knew it wasn't the best choice in life. And if it's not the best choice in life and you want the best life you can, you're gonna pick a partner. Like, that's just how it makes sense. So saying that these people did it out of necessity, no, they wanted the best life they can have. That's with the partner. Is it necessity in a sense? Maybe.
Being able to do it. Now, the second lady, she actually follows me. I'm going to put her in the thumbnail so she sees this. Shouts out to you. When it comes to the male loneliness epidemic or the female loneliness epidemic, I don't think these are real things. You know, are there lonely males? Yes. Are there lonely females? Yes. But as a whole, are these people lonely? No. Just looking at the male loneliness epidemic, we know where that data came from. It was the 63% of men who actively, willingly checked out of dating. And we're gonna see in this video examples of men who, for whatever reason, didn't think that date or that situation was worth their time, and they checked out.
Do you remember when I said I would never talk about my personal dating life on here? I'm making a rare exception today. When I tell you the story I'm about to tell you, I thought only happened in movies. Like, I'm still trying to process that what happened to me actually happened to me this weekend. So I unfortunately got back on Hinge, after like a 2.5, almost 3-year hiatus from virtually all of the dating apps except for Raya here or there. But I haven't been...
of course, the rich people one I'm gonna stay on. Got it.
On Hinge. I swore off Hinge, and primarily that's because at the end of the day, Hinge and all dating apps are a for-profit business.
Is Raya not for-profit?
Their incentive is to keep us on there longer, because the longer we're on there, the more we pay for it, the more frustrated we are. We keep paying for it. That's how they make their money. At the end of the day, Match Group has shareholders to appease. I work in business. I'm not stupid. Why would I put my love life to shareholder value? Anyway, I ended up putting my love life to shareholder value. Primary reason my life lately has really been work, home. Something had to give. So I reluctantly went on a date this weekend, kind of, from Hinge, with a man that I knew wasn't really my type. I wasn't really attracted to him. I look at LinkedIn's before I look at Instagram's. All I'm gonna say is this was never really gonna work out, but YOLO.
No, it's never YOLO. I don't understand why women do this.
Right? It's like, everything about him I don't like, but I'm gonna still try anyways. YOLO.
Why are you going on a date with someone you don't find attractive? You've looked on his LinkedIn, right? You care about that stuff, right? You clearly care about a man's, job title, finances, whatever the case is, because you looked before you go on Instagram. You saw it wasn't matching what you were thinking. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't your stealer, and you still went. Why? Oh, why would I put my dating life to shareholders? I still did it. Oh god.
Right? He could surprise me, as my friends like to say. Let him surprise you. I went on the date. The date lasted 15 minutes. The date lasted 15 minutes because he left me in the middle of the date.
My man.
So I get ready, I get dressed, I go all...
Is that cut in the background?
all the way to the East Village in the city to meet a man named Les. I'll probably tag him below because what he did was actually crazy. And he was so nervous. It looked like he was about...
So you're gonna dox him in some way, shape, or form.
...to have a panic attack. He was talking really fast. It was him shaking when he was pouring water. And I was multiple times during the date, I was like, are you okay? It's okay. It's just a date. Are you okay? And he's like, yeah, I'm fine. Literally talking like Gilmore Girls. Speed of light. Anyway, the questions are very high level. Where are you from? What do you do? Blah, 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 blah. And I already, I look at LinkedIn, so I already know what he did. He also lied about what he did on the date. So then he asked me where I'm from. I'm from Chicago.
LinkedIn might not be correct. I haven't logged into my LinkedIn probably for 10 years.
Chicago, what do? Y'all don't need to know my business, just know my bills are paid and I do very well for myself. But I didn't tell him that. I just said, I work in marketing and tech. That's it. I didn't tell him what type of tech. I didn't tell him what company. I just said, oh, I work in marketing and tech. Very simple. Very simple. I could see on his face that he started to squirm a little bit because I just know different tax brackets. So during the date, we go to...
So off the rip, looking down on this man because apparently he makes less than you.
Order food. He wants...
How would he know that if you just told him you worked in marketing and tech?
Yeah.
Marketing? What do people do? I don't know what it is in America, but you work in marketing in the UK, it's all right. They ain't doing, you know what I'm saying? So how would he know?
Guinness. I want wine. I had not eaten all day, so I was like, I'll just keep it simple. I'll get some wings. Put in the order for food. Then he says, hey, I need to go use the bathroom. No problem. I'm thinking he's going to use the bathroom. He's going to wash his hands, whatever. 2 minutes go by. 3 minutes go by. 5 minutes go by. I'm not even thinking anything of it. Then the hostess comes, finds me at the table and says, hey, your date left. He told me to tell you he had an emergency and he left. When I say I was so gobsmacked, I didn't even know how to process it. That was honestly the craziest experience.
Just by watching her video and seeing how she acts and interacts with people, you were probably a miserable person to deal with on that first date. That's probably why he left.
I've had crazier, but one of the craziest experiences that I've ever had off Hinge.
You've had crazier experiences. You've had worse experiences than that.
She's not a good person.
Being ghosted
in the middle
on a date from a man that you clearly thought you were better than. You've had worse experiences than that?
And in dating in general, he literally ghosted me 15 minutes into the date because I think he looked me up and down, realized he could not afford me, could not intellectually keep up with
intimidated.
Me. We live two different lifestyles. Mind you, he's older than me by a year, but education didn't match.
Mind me that he's older by a year doesn't even matter that he's older than you.
Careers didn't match, lifestyle didn't match. It wasn't a match. But I was okay with it because I went in knowing I was going to just go to have a good time, maybe make a new friend, whatever. He got so nervous that he literally got up, left, told the hostess to tell me without saying anything to his face that he had an emergency, and then left me with the bill. Now, did I pay the bill? No. I left because the food hadn't even come out yet. I was just like, y'all need better men, because why would you ask me on a date all the way in the city, have me...
Why would you go on the date with a man that you're not attracted to?
You can all the way from Brooklyn,
tell that you weren't attracted to.
Just to leave when the apps are ordered and then not say anything. Now you think I should be embarrassed sharing this, but I'm not.
You actually should be, because it shows how horrible of a person you are.
Because I'm gonna tag him. Because that was crazy. Don't ever do that shit to me again. Don't do that to any girl again. Have you lost your mind? I also forgot to add, after the hostess told me, I was about to message him because for 2 seconds I was like, okay, maybe he really did have an emergency. Looked up to Hinge because I don't exchange numbers until after a first Hinge date. He unmatched me. He literally left. Unmatched me. So then I went to his Instagram. I wasn't gonna message him. I wasn't gonna do any of that things. I went to his Instagram and then I went to his business page, his agency's Instagram, and found screenshots of him talking to ChatGPT. He has instructions for his chatty to call him babe. And this is really the crux of the male loneliness epidemic. You guys are awful people. You're not ambitious. You lack ambition. You use AI to be your emotional response girlfriend. And you just use other corn things to get your satisfaction. I don't know why Scott Galloway wants to blame everything but the men themselves for the situation that they're in. Very, very, very deranged.
But you guys find it weird. I'd love to know the psychology behind it, right? She's speaking about her own experience.
Yep.
Right? With a man that she tagged. She tagged a man. Within that, she keeps pluralizing it. So it's not just her man, it's you men. It's all these men.
Yep.
But then also she's speaking about him as well. So she
flips back and forth.
She's flipping between speaking about him, because it's a very personal encounter that she just had.
And puts it on all men.
It's also all men's fault as well. All of us are just as bad.
This is actually a lot of thought processes and how women's brains work. One man did me bad. It's all men.
As the man that she just encountered, I would love to know the psychology behind the lack of...
I think it's the propaganda that is instilled into women. As soon as something bad happens to them from a man, it's men's fault.
Personalization when it comes to people's shitty, and especially women's shitty experiences. I genuinely don't understand that. But I mean, what a luxury it must be, man. You know, you got ghosted by a guy that you think you're better than, and it's because you're so great. You were just so great, so good looking. You were just better than him, and he's lonely. Isn't that crazy? You got ghosted, but it's because I was just so much better than him, and on top of that, because he's lonely. You got ghosted though. You got ghosted though.
Women are crazy.
And this is what the male loneliness epidemic is. It's lost. Firstly, it was never a thing.
Never.
Right? It was 63% of men have opted out of dating. How lonely can you be if you're ghosting women that are above you? You know? I don't know. I don't feel like you could be that lonely. To me, a lonely person is someone, you know, they probably want to be around other people. They're looking for dates. They're looking to interact. You know, maybe it's just me though.
Anyone who's been staying inside, not actively dating, being celibate, whether it's intentional or not intentional, and
I don't even know why they had to say being celibate. Just why do you even bring that up?
You're thinking about dating again. I just wanted to say that it is absolutely so ghetto out here. You are missing out on nothing. Just focus on your bag. Focus on looking and feeling your absolute best, and your friends, your family, whatever's important to you, just everything else but a man. I swear to God, every time I feel like I'm doing something, you know, like in a silly, goofy, little fun, spontaneous, sexy girl mood, and I choose, you know, to do something like whimsical with a man, aka like go on a date, or it just ends in nothing but regret.
I didn't realize going on a date was so whimsical.
Like, I don't regret anything in life usually, but when I think about certain situations it's the only thing that I regret, like experiences with men. Also tonight, I'm particularly embarrassed for myself, because I thought that I was just doing something cute today for myself, because I haven't gone on like a date in months. And I was like, okay, so I skipped out on work tonight and decided to like say yes to this date. And this motherfucker blocked me. He was supposed to pick me up at 9. Like, we just talked. Like, oh my God. You know, I don't care at all.
These women are like crashing out. Look, you saw her eyes as a twitching.
About like, I'm not feeling like, oh, he rejected me because I'm ugly. Obviously, I'm not ugly. Like, you're stupid. Like, you didn't want to come pick me up. Like, you're crazy. But anyways, it's more just like the hours and hours of lost time that I was getting ready. Literally hours, okay? Like, I did it when I go out, before I go out, I do an everything shower, you know, do the hair, do the makeup, do the, like, everything. It just, you guys, I know.
An everything shower? So when you don't go out on dates, you only shower partly?
You understand. And it's not even just like that kind of getting ready. It's also like mentally, you know, getting yourself ready if you're like any kind of like socially.
Like any amount of work that these women had to do for the date, it's just so detrimental to them. And it's just beyond reproach that all these men made them have to do this and then ghosted them.
Anxious. And like also like making sure my stomach's okay, like drinking teas and like hydrating myself and shit. Like I like always have like a million things going on when I'm getting ready to go out anywhere, whether it's with a guy or not. And yeah, I was doing that tonight. And then I go to call the guy when I noticed that he was 30 minutes behind. I texted him, didn't go through. So I was like, okay, like, I was like, he probably blocked me, but let me just triple check. So I called him, and then it went to like that voicemail thing that was like, you're not, the number you have dialed is unavailable. So moral of the story, just in case you needed a little reminder, always choose your bag over a man. It's not even worth the risk, okay? Like, the risk of you...
I don't even know why you didn't go to work in the first place, just to go on a date.
You wasting your time and, like, losing out on a night of... Like, for me, I could have made money tonight. And now I'm not going to. And now I'm sitting here...
Are you some kind of stripper or something? Do you make money at night?
Looking hot on my couch on a Sunday night for absolutely nothing. Please stay inside, just focus on yourself, and yeah, don't feel the FOMO. It's absolutely so horrendously ghetto out here, and I swear to God, it just gets like worse and worse as the days go by.
So if you're anything like me, you're asking yourself, what do you mean you could work tonight? You could have worked tonight?
I said the same thing, P, and I was just like, work tonight? Like the corner or the pole?
Where are you working? What are you doing? I don't know. I don't know.
It's a corner or a pole?
What I do know is that she uses the OnlyFans. That's what I do know. Okay, she's one of those. Okay, she's one of those. And
man-hating feminists.
They're always going to struggle when it comes to dating. Always. Because of the life that you've lived. You know, you're never gonna be one of those and then just seamlessly transition. Let me not say never, but it's gonna be really difficult. It's gonna be really difficult.
It might have been okay back in the day when corn was a little bit different, but now that we have the internet is forever. Everything you do on the internet is there. I'm sure all of my old shitty posts on Facebook are probably still there somewhere.
The type of men you're gonna go for, your values, they just don't align with, like, you know, long-term relationship success. And this woman, you know, she's relatively young, she's attractive, and she's just going to struggle. You genuinely might as well just focus on the bag.
Yep.
Yeah. Focus on your money, focus on your career, and just go like that. Therapy, you could go to therapy.
Definitely need some of that.
So yeah, I'd have to agree with you.
It's crazy how these women are able to push off all the accountability off themselves and put it on men. It's just like, oh, he was so scared of me because I'm so much better than him, but then he ghosted me because I'm so much better than him. People usually ghost people because they don't like them or they're just miserable people to deal with. That's majority of the time when people get ghosted. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. Really appreciate that, and catch you guys next time. Ciao.